with Anchored Soul Therapy, home of the spiritual gangsta. Okay, so today I am here to talk about energetic cord cutting. I know I have a video on my Instagram channel. I felt like it just needs more elaboration. The more that I talk to people who are doing it themselves, there's a lot of questions that you guys have, and I am here finally doing this long overdue video to go deeper into explaining it. We are going to start with the basics, right? In case anybody is watching this, maybe you don't know what energetic cords are. So energetic cords are the basis of, we all have an energetic body. And you can do some research around Reiki, and this is going to explain it deeper. We have this energetic body that's about 6 to 8 inches off of our physical body. This energetic body can pick up different energies from people, such as if you're going to the grocery store and you are walking next to these people, you're energetically picking this up, especially if you are an empath. You walk into a room, you get overwhelmed because you're picking up all these energies. Usually we can cleanse those off very quickly. You can let them go. If you're unaware of how to cleanse your energy, or even that you're an empath, you can walk around feeling all these types of energies and think that they are your own. I know personally, like, I suffered from depression, anxiety. A lot of these things did have to do with hormonal changes and birth control that I was on at the time, unfortunately. That's a whole nother subject, that's a whole other video. But when I am not on any type of medications or altering of my own physical being, it really brings you into clarity of now, okay, this is my body. And the more time that I've gone deeper into my spirituality, the more that I focused on myself, the more I learned to discern as an empath, where's my energy? Because I would feel people's stuff and I'm like, I'm happy, why am I sad all of a sudden? And then I would understand, oh, now I have the discernment to understand that this is other people's stuff. Now I also know how to cleanse my own energy and to cut energetic cords. So these energetic cords can be attached to us. They are attached by birth. They are attached by sex. They are attached by touching. They are attached by even speaking to someone, listening to someone. You are becoming energetically attached. When your vibration is very low, you can get attachments from other sources, lower vibrational energies. This is where, like, the TV can become a problem, because if your vibration is low and you're vegging out in front of the TV, can steal your motivation. It can cause anxiety and stress if you're listening to it, things like that, right? So it's really important for us to be mindful of who we're surrounding ourselves with, and who we're being intimate with, and who we are spending time with, and who we are listening to, what we are listening to. So these energetic cords, let's speak, a lot of people coming to me looking about cord cutting is because they want to detach from an old lover. And these attachments are deep, because if you've been sexually intimate with this person, there is a deep sexual energetic cord. This can also tie into a female's heart, a masculine's heart as well. So it can keep us hindered in being able to move forward. So these energetic cords can become draining energy vampires. So like where maybe you guys are no longer together, but this person comes in and out of your life, they're not consistent, and you can't help but you can't put any boundaries. There also can be where like you're just tired all the time and they're thriving. things like that. It just depends. Every situation is different as far as energy vampires. So on my journey to meeting Source, prior to meeting Source, I was scared like most people. Oh my God, what if I cut cords and, this is my soulmate and I never hear from them again and I ruin the connection. And as humbling as it is to know you're not Source, you're never going to be able to cut a divine connection. You're never going to be able to sever ties with someone or something that is in divine order. And the other thing that I get is, oh, I cut cords and they reached out right away, so this must be my person. And that's quite the opposite. There has to be a level of energetic work on your part, shadow work on your part, to raise your vibration. And that person needs to come in with a raised vibration too, or it's now the reason they're coming in is energetic vampire or karmic connection. So if you cut cords and your person reaches out to you, text, phone call, email, smoke signals, whatever, you now have reattached energetically. This person felt a cut in your energy and they reached out for their supply. Even if you don't reply to them, but you acknowledge that you've seen the text, you saw this, you've reattached. Especially if you talk to that person, you've reattached. So another cord cutting needs to be done. When you cut cords and somebody comes back in and they're an energy vampire, you either can acknowledge it or not acknowledge it, but cord cutting has to be done. And it has to be done with the intention of you wanting to remove the attachment. The knowledge that I've gained by sitting with Source and the deep work that I've done is we've come to Earth to be free. And as much as we are a part of Source and we all are connected, we have free will here. Earth is free will. And no one has control over us, our energy, our body, our minds, our hearts. So even if it is a divine connection, even if it is your person, you don't have to have an attachment. Attachment is in suffering. Attachment is lower vibrational. Attachment is conditions. So if you want your cord cutting to be more mindful, maybe to ease your fears, it's good to say you remove any and all negative attachment. This can allow peace of mind, peace of ego, to be free in the mind that I'm not severing ties that's connected, divinely connected, even though you don't have the ability to do so. But it allows you to remove all negative attachments out of your life. And it frees your energy up. It brings peace of mind. And the more, like, when you do that and somebody reaches out, you go and you do it again, the more power you're going to have because no one is feeding off of your energy. And the more that you do the energetic cord cutting and somebody comes back and then you do it again. So the first session may be emotional and you may feel sad. And the next session, it's a deeper wound. You're cutting deeper and deeper and deeper connection, deeper energetic cords. So it can be resistance. It can feel like suffering. It can feel like pain. It can feel like letting go, like you're giving up, you're worried, but you have to change the mindset. No, I'm cutting this negative attachment. I will accept my person fully if they come in with a raised vibration. And the only way that I know that they come in with a raised vibration is if I do the work first. And they no way that you do a cord cutting and they come back in and they're changed, because you're not changed. You still have to go through a healing process. It's like getting surgery, cutting something up and be like, oh my God, I'm healed. But you still have to allow your body to recover, right? So it's not like a magic pill. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some shadow work, but it's doable. Even with twin flames, you can energetically cut cords, period. And because all you're cutting is the negative attachment, the negative karmic attachment. There's no connection in this lifetime that is meant to make you suffer. If you feel that way, you're not connecting to God consciousness. That's not truth. The truth about Source is that it's love, unconditional love. And love is not suffering. Love is joy, love is peace, love is happiness. There's no suffering. Period. So that's a beautiful, humbling thing, right? So we can never ruin a connection that is divinely created. So I hope I answered some of your questions. If you guys have any more questions about connections or worried about cord cutting, make sure you comment below. Let me know about them. I'm going to do a brief, quick thing that you can do for cord cutting. And then I'm also going to have a cord cutting meditation that you can listen to while you do the cord cutting that I'm describing here in this video. Okay, it's going to be a guided meditation that I do. It has vibrational sound therapy going on with it. There's intention there. It's downloadable. The link is in the bio. And this is the technique that you are going to do. So with cord cutting, you want to find a nice quiet space where you're not disturbed. You can sit or lay down. I've done this in my bed before I go to sleep. I've done this, just standing up. I've done it in the shower, wherever. I do it right when I walk out of a grocery store, I just cut cords all the time. So, so you envision you can close your eyes. You're going to get really comfortable. You're going to envision your auric body. You're going to get into a meditative state. Envision your auric body, your energetic body. You imagine, excuse me, I must have some cords to cut because I burp when there's negative energy, so I must have a few attachments. So you imagine your arm as if it's like a machete. So what I like to do is I raise my arm and I say, I cut any and all negative attachment. And I go all the way from my head down to my feet. And you can do like little chops wherever you feel comfortable at, like you're just chopping away. But you can do a big one. A lot of people get them in their stomach, women in the womb area, especially if you've been sexually intimate with someone. And you're gonna feel like you can scan your body. You'll feel the resistance, and the more you do it, the more you're in tune with yourself and your own energy. So just cut that. Do it as many times until you feel like refreshed. Okay, so very important. Again, if you would like that guided meditation, check the link below. It's available on my website as well, 𝑠piritualgangsta.shop, and you can check out the meditation there for download. And you'll have free access to it as long as you have the link. That's it. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the future. Bye now.